Hello and welcome to another ARK tutorial. Today we'll be telling you about the 5 dinos you absolutely need to tame right now on any map to succeed in ARK. Before we start though, I want to let you know that I stream ARK every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on Twitch. Links are in the description if you're interested, otherwise let's jump into it. Number 5, Doedicurus. The Doedicurus is a really fun, useful dino that you need to add to your collection today. It carries stone with a 75% weight reduction, so it can help you get thousands of stone quickly and easily, making crafting a smoother, more enjoyable process. While it has its uses autonomously, I prefer putting a saddle on it and collecting stone manually. Its powerful tail attack allows it to demolish any resource in its path, and it's pretty powerful when combating wild dinos as well. The Doedicurus has a roll attack that allows you to traverse difficult terrain quickly while dealing damage to anything you come in contact with. Plus, look at this level up animation. If I were to have a top 5 cutest dinos list, the Doedicurus would be on it 5 times. Number 4, Ankylosaurus. The Ankylosaurus is absolutely one of the first dinos you need to tame. Without the Anky, gathering metal will be a painfully slow process. Ankies can carry metal with a 75% weight reduction, making the Anky vital to resource gathering. Despite looking so bulky, they're decent swimmers that can gather oil from the seafloor while easily deconstructing enemies in the process. Increasing their oxygen stat makes them swim even faster, which I think is a pretty nice addition to this dino. The Anky stats are pretty average overall, but when they level, I recommend putting stats into weight and melee so you'd get the most out of this dino. Adding movement speed to Ankies is really advantageous too if you're playing on a boosted server like me, since you can more quickly get from A to B. Ankies are essential for gathering crystal, obsidian, and flint, as well as will be a dino you use almost every single time you log in. Making huge durable bases or a massive assembly of auto turrets is simply impractical without the use of an Anky. Plus, they're pretty easy to tame. I just give them some mejo berries and some narcotics, and a little while later, I'm gathering resources like a dump truck on Tuesday. Number 3, Rex. You probably expected to see the Rex on this list, given that they're powerful, fairly easy to breed, and used in several situations. The Rex is good for PvP and for PvE. For PvP, you can accumulate a massive collection of super deadly Rexes that you can bring to an enemy's base for a raid, absolutely decimating their structures and tames. The sheer amount of health on a Rex and high melee damage makes it quite difficult to dispose of for enemy tribes, which also makes these good mechanics for boss fights. Bringing loads of Rexes with you to a boss fight is a real big brain way to absolutely shred whatever boss it is you're fighting, while not having to worry too much about your precious babies dying a vicious death. They also have a pretty hilarious roar that causes non-allied dinos and players below their level to defecate and experience an immobilizing stun for a short time. This can be useful if you're being raided, or the tribe you're raiding is online and actually fighting back. Bringing a Daeodon around with your Rexes helps regenerate their health too, much like a veggie cake does for herbivores. Number 2, Pteranodon. Everyone knows that traveling on foot throughout the ARK is very dangerous and can take incredible amounts of time to get from point A to point B. The ultimate way to reduce travel time and danger is to use flyers. If you're just starting out with a new character, I recommend using a Pteranodon to accomplish this. They're fast, easy to tame, and pack a hard punch for such a small dino. You can get their saddle pretty quickly at level 38 and take to the skies to find a better base location, acquire hard to get resources, and even make taming griffins or collecting wyvern eggs 1,000 times easier. As you level more, I recommend advancing yourself to a more powerful flyer like a griffin or wyvern, since griffins are far faster and much more powerful, and wyverns can carry resource dinos around with it, while having incredible breath attacks to keep you and your dinos safe. Unfortunately, there are no flyers on Aberration, so if that's the map you're playing on, you're kind of SOL, but Aberration has rock drakes that glide and climb, so that's a good option for you. Number 1, Therizinosaurus. The Therizinosaurus made it to number 1 because of its PvP and PvE utility and capability. Personally, I use these guys to gather fiber with their scissor-like fingers, but they're also great at gathering wood and berries. If you're fighting the broodmother, then Theries are the way to go. They're able to lay down a high amount of damage while only taking half the damage from fire attacks because they're an herbivore. The combination of the two make them unmatched for the broodmother fight, especially if you take the time to breed and fully imprint on them. In PvP, they're able to knock survivors off their tames and deal torpor damage, although it would take some time to knock anything out with a Theri since their torpor attacks deal 50% of the damage dealt. These dinos are more maneuverable than a Rex and deal roughly the same amount of damage, as well as being able to eat veggie cakes that allow them to automatically restore health. If you find one in the wild and you aren't 100% prepared to deal with it, do not engage. Your stuff will get heckin' wrecked, okay? Trust me, you don't want those hands. Whatever you do, don't waste these high-value dinos on sitting around your base doing nothing but defending. Use them to your advantage to collect resources and obliterate whatever it is in front of you. Just remember, dinos are the key to success. Without them, you won't survive the Ark. If you want more tips, tricks, and gameplay, follow me on Twitch. I'm live Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. But otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Ark content. Thanks for your time today. We'll see you in the next one.